We're live. You know?
We are. It's brownie day.
Brownies like little girls?
You know, I never was a brownie or a Girl Scout.
Uh-huh. No nuts.
No nuts. No nuts. No nuts.
Except for that picture we took earlier.
Yeah, texture issues. This is proof. This was given to me when I was Buttertops for Christmas. And it's actually the only thing I ever made out of this book. Isn't that Ash? Betty Crocker's new Boys and Girls Cookbook. Not nude, but new.
New bed.
And for some reason, I still have to go and look at it because I can never remember. I have an issue whether it's baking powder or baking soda. To this day, I mix it up. If you look closely, you can see how all the messy thumbprints and whatnot have touched this.
We like, well, but when you cook, you got to be messy, right? Isn't that part of the fun?
Right. And I've been using this, but I also add a bit to it because I've become quite a little cook. But I'll run down the recipe real fast, and then we can put it up later. It's super simple. I hear people make brownies from boxes. I'm unfamiliar with that. And this is simple. This is what the book says. 4 ounces of unsweetened chocolate. I do it different. 2/3 of a cup of shortening. You melt it together. 2 cups of sugar and 4 eggs.
You're gonna melt the butter.
Shortening.
Oh, sure.
1 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour. 1 teaspoon of baking powder. 1 teaspoon of salt. You bake it at 350 in a 9x9 pan for.
Well, that's the deal with all-purpose flour. I mean, you got the flour.
Yeah.
It's got purpose. Why do we need all-purpose flour, Jane?
What makes it better, first of all, is I don't use those funky squares. Okay, I use. It doesn't matter the brand. I use dark baking cocoa and regular baking cocoa. That makes a difference, first of all, at least in my mind. And I'm making a double batch because I'm mailing these.
Oh my God, the viewership is popping. We are popping. Hello, welcome to Jane Ellen's Cooking Brownies. We're making the brownies you want to eat. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
And I know you want to know this. Instead of using that unsweetened baking stuff that you squeeze out or you melt, the way you fake it is you use the powder, and then for every 3 tablespoons of this, you have 1 tablespoon of oil. I use canola.
Awesome.
Canola. So, and at this point, basically, I just...
Holy cannoli.
And remember, I'm doubling. So I'm going to put it in a 13x9 pan. I've already greased it. Grease is the word. So I'm doubling. So you're going to see me do a lot.
You look like a pink lady today, so.
Don't I?
Don't you?
We're seniors. We're going to rule the school.
We're going to bake brownies. It's going to be really cool.
My cool thing. I don't know. Anyway.
And for those of you watching tonight, a special Plustainment show. They're all special.
Going to have to count. 1. It would probably help you with what I was doing if you put the weight. My new camera. And
you're coming to us live from the Carolinas. No, I'm just kidding. You're coming to us live from Tennessee.
Why do you always say that?
I don't know, because you remind me of, like, I don't know, because I feel like you have a beach and sand, and I just want you to be on the coast, that's all.
I do too.
So.
I hate not being near a coast. I hate it. I hates it, I told ya. I
hate it. So how many times have you bumped into all the Tennessee Google Pluses in your...
Not at all.
Exactly.
Not at all. Okay.
There's a microwave behind you and a fridge. Hey, can we see what's in Jane Ellen's fridge, or is that a mystery?
Shortening. Now, it's 2/3 and 2/3, so that's a cup and a third, but I've done it so many times I eyeball it. Don't eyeball it. You really shouldn't eyeball your baking, but you have no idea how often I make brownies. So.
How often do you make brownies?
A lot. So that's basically a third. So. You got to melt the shortening.
You could melt. It's dangerous for you to be in the frozen food section because you could melt all this
I could melt. Just so you'll know, shortening. 1 tablespoon of shortening has 100 calories. Holy crap.
Well, but when you mix it all together, you cut it all up. Who needs a cow?
That's more than 1 tablespoon. You know, I never read what was in shortening. Lard or butter, but I've never made it with butter.
Butter, wow. Butter, yeah. This is not an official show. We're just cooking.
Yeah, we're just cooking.
We're just steaming. Hey, how's Broad-Minded going? Any updates on Broad-Minded?
Well, do another show on Thursday.
Is it the same cast of characters?
Yes, it is indeed. Myself, Amy Gabriel, Lynette Young. You may have heard of Lynette.
Oh, I've heard that name.
Karen Elaine, and Cynthia Parrott. I wonder, Cynthia is a vegetarian. I wonder if this lard actually comes from something animal. I mean, if she's that hardcore. She eats eggs, I think. I guess I'm such a narcissist I never bothered to ask. So what I'm doing is I'm doing 1 cup of the regular. Oh, look.
I'm sorry, did you say something? Oh, I'm
sorry.
sorry.
It says it has antioxidants, so that means it must be good for you.
Yes.
I'll never forget.
For all those Australians watching, Auntie who?
Auntie, who names a kid Oxidant?
By the way, when you use dark chocolate in your brownies, it does turn them black. If you're not used to seeing your brownies blackies instead of brownies, just be prepared. They're going to be a whole lot more rich in color. And I'm going to move the camera for just a minute so you can see what this looks like. I know you care.
Hey, Jane, can we see what that looks like?
By the way, I have done local cooking shows on TV a lot.
Local, like Google local.
Local
oh, no,
TV.
We're going down. We're coming in for a landing.
Well, coming in for I'm trying to look. Local TV. There we go.
Oh,
We've got the 2 different...
Wait, we call that chocolate here in New York. That's chocolate.
2 different cocos, and the 2 fats are in here.
The good fat, the bad fat. You take the good fat, you take the bad fat, and then you have brownies.
Yeah.
The brownies are fat.
So we'll put that back up there. Un momento, and then it gets...
Blair Witch cooking.
Gets to look gorgeous.
Joe Pesci wants a brownie.
You want a brownie with that, huh?
I'd like to eat your brownie. What? Nuts.
I guess I could hear that. I know everyone wants to see these brownies.
Everyone wants to see your brownies.
I have to tell you that when I eat other people's brownies, as if I would, I am so disappointed. So very disappointed because they just don't taste that good. These brownies are just that simple and that delicious. And what I'll be doing is my magical secret part of the recipe. I add coffee. When you add coffee to anything...
Don't you mean coffee?
Coffee. When you add coffee to anything chocolate, it intensifies the flavor. The brownies are not meant to taste like coffee, and they don't. You just add a little bit.
Coffee.
Coffee. Oh, I love it when it looks like this. Oh, and the angels sang. Hold on.
Brownies.
Oh.
So many brownies. So are we adding nuts or we're not? No nuts?
No nuts. No nuts.
No nuts.
I'm a huge fan of nuts, but...
As you could.
No nuts.
So how does this cooking show compare to the other ones we've seen on Google+? No, we shouldn't do that.
I don't know. I haven't watched any.
Oh, I know.
None of them have had me, so...
None of them had you.
Isn't it beautiful, though? Look how the chocolate shines.
Like
by the way, when you're melting chocolate in the microwave, dear, when you're melting chocolate in the micro, you have to do it a little bit at a time. And if you add a little butter, it keeps it shiny.
Everything is better with butter.
Better with butter. Oh, this is so beautiful. Oh.
My stomach hurts looking. I mean, just thinking about wanting to eat.
So beautiful.
Oh, you got chocolate on your shirt there, dear.
So I get totally filthy when I cook.
Yeah, like naughty.
Filthy. I'm sure I'll get covered even more. I don't know why I ever cook in white, but...
Well, you can wear white before Labor Day. So.
Yeah, I can. I can wear white. Okay. So, do you remember how much sugar to add? It's so simple. 2 cups per batch. I'm making 2 batches. How many batches is that?
You needed to do that in Christopher Walken. Do you remember? It's so simple.
Speaking of Christopher Walken, I showed my girls Mouse Hunt the other day. They're still scarred by it.
Oh.
I don't want to
Is
think
he in
about
that movie? Wasn't that Matthew Broderick and Nathan Lane or one
it.
of
Was
them?
Nathan Lane and somebody else, but he played the exterminator, the creepy exterminator. I guess all of his roles, he played the creepy.
Yeah, I think just by nature he's. Although Catch Me If You Can, I don't know, maybe it was a little less creepy.
Little less.
Little less. Ash has blacked out on us. From all the chocolate.
Sugar. 1.
Oh, ha ha.
You know, teaching your kids to bake is an easy way to teach them to count.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
We can, we just can't see you. And when you say bake, you mean in the kitchen, not the other kind.
Oh yeah, I never put my children in the oven.
That's good. Or
look at that. How beautiful
oh, we're coming in, Melanie.
Oh, that's right.
That's sugar. We got some sugar. Kids, that's sugar. That's not snow or
Isn't that just beautiful? Look at that. Sugar and cookies. Isn't that beautiful? That is so freaking beautiful. By the way, I put turn the heat off.
And we're back.
It's so beautiful. And I have to actually concentrate and stir. There's no reason to use a mixer for this. You got numb. You got numb. Mix it. See, that's why it's in the kids' book, because you don't use anything electric.
It's electric.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
It's very beautiful.
Ash is doing his
drawing.
Love scribbles. People are dedicating scribbles to each other.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, so wait, are people actually buying scribbles from him for the love thing? And is he ranking in this love?
You're all anonymous, and you can send a scribble to someone.
But they're anonymous, but Ash knows.
Well, Ash knows, but Ash is extremely trustworthy.
Ash will never tell. Except if they cross him.
Can you guys hear me?
I wonder.
Yeah. We can hear you. Now we can see you. So.
Oh, excellent.
I wonder.
No, I'm uploading the images, so they're chugging along.
Right. I'm just giving you.
So Ash, how many people are sending ones to me?
I've had to knock back 30% of the requests just because they're a bit strange. But I've got about 20 that I'm doing. I've got about 20 that I'm doing.
Can we hear without? You don't have to mention any names. Can we hear something that was the strangest request? Or?
Well, yeah, there was one person that wanted to send out like 20 of them, and I'm like, well, I'm doing this for no money in my own time, just for fun, so I'd rather not draw 20. Could you maybe pick 1 or 2? And then that person was like, but what if they don't like me back? Maybe I should send out more.
Was this person
so that maybe someone will like me? I didn't look into it too closely.
Oh, was it someone new? Okay.
I'm adding the 8
well, even if it was, I wouldn't say.
That's right, because he's trustworthy. And you'll notice the egg starts to cook as soon as I put it in here, so I have to stir it in fast. I'm doing 8 eggs because it's a double batch.
Double. 8 eggs
double
has more calories than shortening, I hear.
No, I think the shortening will really do you.
I like to do, shortening. Oh, middle of the day hangout. Right, I didn't get enough sleep last night, so it might as well be 2 a.m., not 2 p.m. You know what I'm saying, dogs? People.
I hear you, my dog.
Ma dig. Do you like how people shorten everything? It's like, instead of saying details, now people say, oh, what are the deets?
Didn't it start with swingers?
Really? He said deets? He just said money and
no, he said digits. He said digits.
Yeah.
Get the girls digits.
It's a word. It's a word. Would I be John? I would want to be Vince Vaughn in that movie, but I think I'd be John Favreau. No way.
Yeah, duh.
She's like, yeah, duh, because I look more like him than Vince Vaughn's Paul, and he's all like,
1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm all grows up, and I'm all grows up. There, you happy? Right. We're making brownies here on the Movie-tastic, Cooking-tastic show.
Were you counting my eggs?
Was I supposed to?
I can count the shells, but thanks. We're on number 7.
Lucky number 11. Now, if you're just tuning in, that is brownie to be. That is not anything that is unpleasant. That is all sweet.
That's because it's made with dark chocolate and regular unsweetened chocolate.
Here you go. You can see what I'm doing without reading them.
Bronwyn is watching.
Be able to read.
Okay. Read it to me because I can't quite see it.
Hey, Bronwyn wants you to know that
No. I'm not reading.
Oh, okay. Oh, those are gorgeous.
Yeah, everyone who requests one, they're getting a little personal message on them. Well, unless people want to share them, I'm not sharing them. So everyone gets their own personal little message on it too.
Let's say a host screenshot of them. Should they be able to be posted?
No, that's fine. I mean, I'm sharing them just with the person that they're for, and that person I would like to think that they would love to share them with everyone. I'm just sending them to them.
Well, so let me ask you this: if someone has a crush on you, and you make this one for them, whether they like them or not, well, do you think they'd be like you'd be a little scared to like reshare something like that, or you're sharing it privately, right, with the people? Or how does it work?
Okay, so someone says to me, look, I've got a crush on this person, can you send them one of these scribblecrushes? And that's all I'm doing. And if that person
But do you send it to them on Google Plus?
Then they can... Yes, privately, only to them.
Awesome.
So they can decide if they want to acknowledge that or not.
And if not,
and if they don't ever want to share it, then that drawing will never be seen ever.
And do you feel you don't mind? Okay.
No, I mean, what do they take? They take me 10 minutes each. It's fine.
All right.
It's fun.
Do you know Cliff Rock? He speed paints. He's a speed painter.
Speed dater. Dating's something that should be done slowly.
No,
speed paint. Does he speed paint while he speed dates? Maybe he should speed date and speed paint. He can speed paint his speed date.
That would be speedily. Speedy.
I know, right?
That would be nice. What is going on James? I see a flicker.
It's a fan.
Or as
it's a fan. There's a fan.
I'm a fan.
I know. Flower.
All right. Well, we're getting technical on this show. Don't tune out with all the technicality.
Come on. We're almost done.
The big stick of flour. Listen to the swirls. Look at that swirl.
I think it's so beautiful the way the colors mix.
I like that you perfected the swirl. So a lot of people take years to perfect the swirl, and you got to.
I know the swirl. It's my move. It's my signature move.
I know. It's like I can't. You shouldn't steal. People can borrow your swirl. You won't get mad at them.
I've perfected the swirl.
Perfecting the swirl.
Oh,
girl.
One more bit of, it was a quarter cup and a whole cup again, and make a double batch.
Double.
Double your pleasure.
Double your gum. Fun.
Oh.
That's what she said.
Are so beautiful, brownies.
Brownies all around.
Oh, yeah.
Chocolate covered brownies. Hey, Rebecca Woodhead's watching. She says I'm an incorrigible.
You are incorrigible.
Incorrigible. That's all you. That's what she sounds like. Polly 10 says nude cookbook. Anna Victoria Lego says Matthew, hello.
Nude cookbook or new cookbook?
No, you got it right the first time.
Out of Victoria.
Oh, okay.
Anna Victoria.
Victoria.
Hello. What?
Which Victoria?
I love that movie.
Which Victoria?
It's Julia Drews. She says she wants a piece of brownie. I'm doing good, Anna.
Okay.
We can't. And then Linny, sorry, it's Lynn Dickens, or is it Dykens? Dickens or Dykens? It's Dykens. Would you rather it be Dykens or Dickens? She says nude and cooking shouldn't go together, Polly, especially with things like bacon. All right, sure. That's crisp.
Add the coffee.
Add the coffee. Wait, I didn't get a picture. Add some more coffee.
Well, I don't want them to be coffee brownies, but add a wee bit. You ready?
Yes. Yeah!
And I usually put toffee bits in here too, but I put toffee bits in
toffee bits in your bits of toffee. You shake it around.
Man, my sister is gonna bitch about this. Oh, it tastes too much like coffee. And I say, well, Rappaport was.
So add some more cocoa and I even out the coffee. Ooh, I like that motion. What in the brownies? She said, oh, Xander McRussell's challenge, maple bacon brownies. Have you ever made maple bacon brownies? Would you ever want to make?
Never thought about it.
So.
I always want to increase the flavor, so I add chocolate chips, about a cup.
Chocolate chips are on my mind. Hey, this is what you get with Matthew with not much sleep in the middle of the day, doing work here, doing work there. I find a Jane Ellen with a brownie and an Australian with a one-up mushroom thing, and here we are in the middle of the day. There, you never know what's gonna happen. Look, I like how it's like kind of like in Star Wars, like the Return of the Jedi, where it's the pit. All right.
You know what? Pans are hot. Remember that. Pans are hot.
But what if the person holding the pan is hot? Then what? Oh, look at the spoon. Let's get a picture of that. Oh, you put a shadow.
How about that?
If only Ryan was here to see shadow.
Here, here we go.
Hold on, I'm going to wait. Oh.
Isn't that beautiful?
It's like the would it be wrong? Would it be really wrong to call it a chocolate tsunami? Does that sound just wrong? I don't know. Viewers, what do you think? Do you think it's appropriate?
Hold on, I need a spatula.
So is the spoon like now buried in the swamp that is brownie?
Yes. It is.
This is where Rebecca Woodhead says, I need to, something about me interviewing the actual Nyan cat about how to cook Pop-Tarts. So that should be fun. Lynn Dykins, maple bacon blonde brownies. I think chocolate variety would kill the taste of bacon, wouldn't it?
Blondies. Okay, I see where she's coming from.
And Xander says, definitely vanilla or caramel with bacon. All right, but chocolate-covered bacon is really good, so just
I hear it is.
It's the tits. Did we say that? We did.
Oh.
It's the booze news, mate.
Now, this, by the way...
Can you do the next segment in your Julia Child's voice?
Save the liver. You know. Mm.
Oh, that's going to make a good speech, huh? I guess it was hot. Water! Somebody hot water burned the chain.
Oh my god. It is so good. Oh my god, it is so good. If I can just...
Can we see your tongue? Can we get some tongue action with the chocolate? No, I want to see chocolate on the tongue. Chocolate tongue. No, I want to see it. Ooh, that's hot. That's special. You look like someone beat you up. That's awesome. Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. I'm telling you, my favorite tastes together are chocolate and coffee.
And they both have the caffeine?
Yep. When I had to go off caffeine when I was pregnant,
sucks.
I said, okay, I'll do it, but
chocolate.
I'm only going off the liquid caffeine. I'm going to cook this for 36 minutes at 350, because you always want to undercook. Just a little bit.
Yeah, you don't want it to be burnt.
And then I'll just watch it from there. I'll watch it. So that's it.
Watch it. That's the brownies.
The brownies.
So what's going to go with the brownies? We have a drink to go with the brownies? Or?
Yeah, coffee. Well, I'm mailing them. A few will be for my kids, the rest for my sister. Again.
Chocolate clippers.
For a single version. You've got 4 ounces of unsweetened chocolate, 2/3 of a cup of shortening, 2 cups of sugar, 4 eggs, 1 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, a teaspoon of powder, baking powder, a teaspoon of salt. You can add a cup of nuts if you want. I add coffee.
Nuts!
And if you're doing a single batch, I cook them about 25, 30 minutes. I always undercook my chocolate chip cookies as well.
You like them soft?
And I like my meat medium rare. I undercook everything I can.
Interesting. You don't like anything crispy? Not even bacon?
Oh, I do like bacon crispy.
What about French fries?
Yes.
Calamari?
No one likes calamari.
What? I like calamari.
And just so you'll know today, all I've had is yogurt and a plate full of vegetables and hummus. So.
Hummus, which you made yourself, right?
No, but I have stuff to make hummus with.
What did I have? I had cereal with a banana. I should probably eat something else.
Was the banana your guest or in the cereal?
Cereal.
Banumpa.
Bananas.
Scribble. Not scribble. Scribble crushes. It would help if I didn't know what it was called. Scribble crushes. Ashlan Nathens. Ashlan Nathens. Go to.
Sorry, where's that? I'm trying to track down all the ones I've done.
Out of it.
He's so sleep deprived. So yeah, go and.
It is 3 a.m. here.
Yeah, and don't you have work? Actual work?
Yeah.
This is actually work. It's pleasurably, actually. So, so you're mailing all these brownies? You're not gonna be able to have one brownie for yourself?
Well, I should not have any, so I won't have any.
What about your kids? Won't they
I just said I was going to save a few for my kids. The rest are going in the future. So that was me having a brownie. I licked the spatula.
Licking the spatula in all the right places.
I say spatula in honor of Mr. Krabs. I love my SpongeBob. So
Ash, does your daughter watch SpongeBob?
She may have seen it, but no, she doesn't watch it.
Really?
We don't get. I think you can get it on Fox. You get Nickelodeon or whatever the pay TV crap is in Australia, but I don't have it. We don't do that kind of stuff as often as you guys.
Don't you now?
Because they've got to do spider hunts and everything.
Well, no. We've got commercial and non-commercial stations that are quite good that get a lot of the programming, so we don't need to have satellite TV like you guys do. Our commercial and non-commercial is pretty good.
We don't have a need.
Also, we have really nice weather, so we go outdoors a lot.
Wow. When you say really nice, you're saying that it doesn't get crazy hot by you?
It gets crazy hot, and that's nice weather. Yeah,
that really
awesome. It gets well over 100
Is there
Fahrenheit.
humidity down there?
On the east coast, where the ocean goes to a city and then mountains, it's a lot humid. Where I am, it's like ocean, city, desert. So it's just dry heat. A lot like Nevada.
Oh, so you live like on the California side, and the other side's more like the New York side.
Exactly right. So it's exactly the same here too. The west coast is city, desert, and the east coast is generally city, mountains. So, yeah. And the Weather Channel coming up next.
Weather Channel. In 5, we'll have weather on the 5s.
I was in a hangout.
So stay tuned for Report Near You.
And it was nothing. This is not a complaint. It was just I hadn't been in a hangout like this in a long time, where not everybody knew each other, and so it was, where are you and what is the weather like in your city? And it just kind of made me laugh. Because I've been on Google Plus so long, most of the hangouts are I know everybody, or like 1 or 2 people are new to me. But this was, where's the weather like? And I have a slight fascination with weather. And I like to know where Jim Cantori is, and I hope one day he'll be on my front doorstep. But still, it was funny. Maybe not so much, but that was my thought. Yeah. So we plus taming tonight, or are we doing it tomorrow for some reason unknown to me?
Oh no, yeah, I was going to do it. Yeah, I originally said that because some crazy guy wanted to meet with me to edit his web series. I didn't really. And if you're watching, which you're not, maybe you're not crazy because I haven't met you yet. But he made me the editor. I just said, oh, okay, what is this thing? Let me look at the script. I didn't look at the script yet, and he's all, he's being aggressive. I like that. But he was going to have a meeting with me. Then he said, oh, but the leading lady is away on her Grand Canyon vacation. You are, but in his world, I don't know. I don't know who he is.
Well, I don't know who he is either, so he must be.
I don't know who he is. Anyway, so that's what that was. And then we're doing it tonight. at some point. 9. It'll be on between 9 and 9:15 when I get my butt together.
Could we do an HOA with that?
You want to do an upper endoscopy, or I mean, if we get the papers.
An HOA upper endoscopy?
We probably can only record it. We can't do it live. And Foley 10th wants us to know that it's 77 degrees here in New York City. Cleveland Center. Can I get a check? Can I get a... Hey, Jim Cantori, that guy is going to get blown away literally one day, right?
He's going to be what? Well, oh. I know, he's always in the scariest places.
He's always getting blown this way and that way. Jim Cantori. Would you, I mean...
remember,
yeah.
Yes, I was so amused by him, I took the original Carmen Sandiego theme and I replaced it with Where in the World is Jim Cantori. And I used to play that on my radio show. Just, I don't know if it made anyone else laugh, but I thought it was hilarious. It still makes me laugh. Clearly, it doesn't. Did
you ever? No, I mean I didn't hear the song. Did you ever find
Jim Cantori?
You know where he is?
Well, yeah. He always said on the Weather Channel.
He's always saying. They always put him in a box. He's in a box on the Weather Channel.
Yeah, I can put.
Usually with a. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Speaking of boxes, you're gonna box up those brownies and send them off to your sister. Now, is your sister what? Now, what is the occasion?
By the way, today, Gilberto at Ronquillo will receive some of the jam he ordered. That is the strawberry, and this is the blueberry. And over here is the peach. Yeah, I got nothing else to do with cook and bake. Pretty exciting.
Pretty exciting stuff. And you make your own jam, so that's good.
Yes, we can now do an HOA when I make jam again.
When you have your jam going, jam session.
Yeah.
Ashlan, can we hear a lot of crisps and crust? Can we get some visuals?
Actually, I've just had someone offer to pay me to do one, which is really nice.
Well, there you go, And I mentioned that idea. Maybe it was from here, probably not.
Yes. Yeah. Martini and
I will take no pennies from you.
I said, sure, I'll do it, and you throw whatever pennies at me you think it's worth. Which is always great, because it's got that guilt element and that charity element and that philanthropy.
But is it really charity if you're doing something? Isn't the whole point is you're doing something and they're paying for it?
Everything I'm doing at the moment is charity. It's charity for the world of making there more love everywhere. Like, so you can't turn a corner without there being
You are the Australian John Lennon.
I know, right?
I'm going to give you a chance.
Imagine all the people.
And then what?
Living in harmony.
Oh my God! You can't.
Oh my God! It was. Like I just referenced you and you missed it. At least Jane got it.
Thank God for me.
Thanks.
You don't think? Wait. You don't think that I got that? You don't think that I got that?
I don't know.
I was totally with you.
I think normally you would, but you.
I got your song reference. Yeah. Don't be all like. Don't think that I missed.
I got your song reference right here, buddy.
Yeah, I don't miss anything. All right.
I saw some of the, when they did it before, it was called the Blue Collar Comedy Tour, and this time it's called Them Idiots, and it's Jeff Foxworthy and Bill Engvall and Larry the Cable Guy, and my friend Larry the Cable Guy. I have photographic proof. We've worked together. And they were playing, I think in Ohio, where this concert was done. And they had an announcer who was a stand-up comic who was their opening act, and he only did 5 minutes. And Jim had me watch the guy twice. And I had first made a fleeting thought about the opener. And then the second time I said, really, it's not that his jokes are bad. They're not. I've seen comics that are so much worse. But it was his timing. All of his timing was off. If he just knew how to deliver a joke, he really could have been subpar or even good or almost good. But the timing made me cringe. Timing, by the way, is an old Steve Martin joke. Okay. I mean, when
I caught your little tiny joke, but you didn't give the full Steve Martin on it.
Well, I can't help it if you don't know the classics.
Oh, you're a wild and wacky and crazy girl. Wild and crazy. What is your favorite Steve Martin movie? Martin.
I don't have a favorite Steve Martin movie. Well, I take that back. I do like All of Me, and I do like L.A. Stories a great deal. Big S, little A, little N, big G, little E, little E.
Yeah, I remember John Lithgow with the musical where he was with the prostitutes and he was, we F for a living, something like that.
Now, of course, I quote The Jerk freely, but
what about My Blue Heaven?
Story,
I quote My Blue Heaven because that's...
Pennies from Heavens is not my favorite because the whole lipstick nipple thing, when I saw it, I was so young, I thought, wow, that's kind of freaking me out. Because I thought it was a musical, like an Astaire and Rogers musical. Next thing I know, there's lipstick on nipples and weirdness. Right. And
totally. Oh, I just meant My Blue Heaven. I wasn't
prepared for that.
Yeah.
Sounds like my my experience with Monty Python's Meaning of Life.
Whoa.
Actually.
Yes, it was just like that Monty Python experience you told me.
Well, except that, yeah, I was 8.
This just in, Paulie 10 said vicious love song references.
Paulie what?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do, Paulie. Love song references. Yeah, they do. And it's 84 degrees in New York City. His phone updated. Volume is heavy in the amount of routes. Routes or routes. 20 minutes wait at the Holland and Lincoln Tunnel. And a 40-minute at the G-Dub. Dirty round stands.
Okay, I didn't get any of that.
That's that.
So, it could be my connection. I have to flash my old...
Also.
Let me finish that sentence. I have to flash my old router today.
Whoa.
Why, was it feeling lonely, or...?
Well, I have a new one, and if I use the old one, then the house will be more efficient. So it's complicated tech stuff.
You know what's funny about the word flash? That it has ash in it. There's always ash.
I know. Yeah. It also has lash and flour.
Well, yeah, but that's not as exciting. So what it do? So when people say, "Hey, I'm going to flash ash," that goes better than that seems to go.
I say, please go right ahead. I would not be anywhere near as much of a gentleman if I stopped you what you feel you need to do, so you go right ahead and you do that. And
not in the Hangouts. Do it on your own time.
Yes.
Telephone.
Look, Rappaport, if you're feeling the need, I'm not going to stop you, my friend.
We now interrupt the regularly scheduled program to bring you what I like to call Gene Ellen takes a phone call. Who is that?
Yeah. Oh, no. It is live. Would you like to say hello?
Oh, wait.
What?
This could be...
Oh,
this could be Tijuana calling.
Yes, I didn't spell it out for you. Yes. That's a good movie that Steve Martin was in. But My Blue Heaven, I love. And Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yeah, I just picked up the phone. Okay, bye.
And this has been Jane Ellen Answers the Telephone.
Well, that's because I knew who it was.
We all knew who it was.
Dirty Rotten Scum.
Was it Tijuana calling?
No, it was New York City.
No, Tijuana's been kidnapped as far as I know.
All right, fair enough.
Haven't heard from Tijuana.
They napped the kids, and they kid the naps.
No idea if Tijuana's even alive.
Is Tijuana real, or is Tijuana...
No, that's for real.
Ooh.
I swear to God, and all these brownies, Tijuana is real. Hashtag Tijuana is real.
Hashtag awesome.
When did we start saying awesome sauce, by the way?
Do you like that, or do you hate that?
A planet or just a small moon?
The first time a pig met a squashed apple, I think.
Does it annoy you?
What, awesome sauce?
Or do you like it?
Yeah, it does annoy me a bit, because it just gets overused.
Well, Someone made a page for it.
Everything's awesome.
I like to support pages, and so I used to say everything was Plustastic, so now I'm like, alright, awesome sauce. But I can go back to Plustastic. You prefer that?
Well, you are Plustastic.
Aw.
You know, turning off the air conditioning, because we ran it so much last week when it was 185 degrees, and then turning it off today, and then turning the oven on, not so smart.
No, not so good.
Oh, would you like me to save it for tonight? I'll save it for tonight in case Makowski has not been kidnapped to talk about True Blood, or I could tell you about it now. If we really are waiting for the Brownies, I did watch earlier today.
Did it bite?
Well, finally, we get to see big hunky werewolf take his shirt off again. I've waited several seasons for that. Not seasons, episodes. LC. He's a nice looking man. But I do remember this. I don't remember the name of the actress who plays Pam, but she said everyone is always starving on the set because everyone has to be either unclothed or in incredibly tight clothes.
Right, so it's pretty sad. They're not just starving, they're probably like doing push-ups and sit-ups and punches and pull-ups.
Yes, because there's, Lafayette is pretty beefy, but he's not jiggly. He's beefy, but he's not jiggly.
Is that Christopher Maloney?
No. But you know what? And he's solid, too. But he's got some perky man boobs, I noticed. Because they show him...
Wow. Yeah, but in fairness, I mean, I don't know.
I'm not opposed to his man boobs. I'm just saying, I'd never seen him without his shirt on. And I went, huh. That was just kind of surprising.
Yeah, I think he always was pretty much in shape. He was a big...
Yeah, he's not out of shape. He's just... It was just a different shape, that's all. There's nothing wrong with it. I have no issue.
Is he good on that show?
I think he's good. I've noticed some people, well, of course there's hate is going to hate. Hashtag hate is going to hate. Some people don't like it, but, you know, it's a new character, so, of course. It's a whole new storyline.
He's like, I'm sick of being the good cop on Law and Order. Let me leave to be a true blood. And he's a bad guy, right? Not really. It's the whole vampire organization. He is the authority. Respect my authority. Yes, he is probably. I don't
and
know
so he wears suits, and he's like the Godfather. He is.
Has he killed a lot or no?
Trying to think. Maybe just once that I saw. And actually, I knew it was last week's episode. You know, vampires can be vampires at any age. And then they live, because we know all vampires are all real. And so there was this kid who, let's say he was 10. I don't know how old he was. So one of them was a bad guy. And I thought, well, out of all of them, surely they're not going to take out the kid. And then I went, oh, yes, they are. They're going to take out the kid. So that's who he killed. They killed the kid. But you didn't see it. You just saw the splatter, because that would have been a little too harsh even for HBO to see him stake a kid.
Well, I mean...
Even though the kid was...
It was a little...
Would
you say it was harsh to see Kirsten Dunst die into the vampire, or the ash and the dust? Spoiler alert, one.
Yeah, in case you hadn't seen that.
That one. Everyone knew that...
The vampire was a really good...
Yeah, everyone knows that River Phoenix was supposed to be the part that Christian Slater played, but he died.
You know, we've drawn out making brownies to just be this long affair.
Oh, we were just talking about everything. So how are the brownies, or can we get a shot in the oven? I mean, of the brownies?
So you can see that
that sounded like a euphemism.
If it sounded like a euphemism, then it was a euphemism without talking about what it was. There it is.
There we go.
Picture.
There we go.
You know, but where would my content come from if I didn't have you and brownies?
You wouldn't have it.
What would I do? I can't function.
I am so freaking hot. I'm gonna get a case.
And modest, which is what we love about you.
So I think the brownie show is done.
All right. Well, so Ash, you were kind of quiet. We're gonna wrap up. Do you want to wrap up with any special messages to those people that have crushes? Any is there any advice you can give someone about?
Don't be afraid to love. Don't be afraid to give your heart.
Now,
are any of them proposals of marriage, by the way?
Yeah, that would be a mistake.
Not a one.
Huh.
Not a one. No.
No, but when we talk about crush, we're talking about people that barely know each other, right?
Sneak preview.
What does it say?
Oh, that's so cute.
When Holly met Sally?
That's really cute.
Yeah, it was. Actually, Mr. Rappaport, this one's for you from me.
Oh, that's so sweet. Now, I have to tell you,
I know.
I'm going to have to require you not to wear the hat all the time, because I think the hat would be distracting in our relationship. So,
Well,
I think
this could be a deal breaker. I don't have a lot to ask, but that could be the deal breaker. I'm sorry.
And I would ask that if you own a guitar, you must use your guitar.
It can be arranged.
Well, I meant
Although
play
I think you're already putting pressure on me, man. You're already like putting.
Hey,
conditions
you know,
on that.
if we're gonna really get into it, I gotta, Jane, yeah. Why start it if we already have issues, right? Yeah.
Performance anxiety.
Yeah. No.
Lots, man.
You got a point. These things,
so.
like so many flames, it burns so brightly and dies so quickly. But it was real while it lasted.
Now, how many times have you used that line before, Ashlan?
6 times tonight, baby.
Wow. 6 times. I feel like I should.
Here we go. Hey, that's pretty cool.
All right. Now I'm like you and rhyming stickle. Stickle.
Now you really do look like Giovanni Ribisi. That's really a little bit uncanny.
That's scary. What do you mean? Like he had calls. You ever see Boiler Room? No.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I've seen it, but I'm not.
No, I'll see you gentlemen tonight.
Jane Ellen is leaving us. Good night. Jane Ellen, the woman that made brownies for 100 years. We're gonna go soon too. But what's you never saw Boiler Room? I'm trying to think what else.
No, I saw it, but I'm not that familiar with it.
I'm trying to think what he's. I mean, obviously he was in France, but I don't like doing it. He did like the southern.
Oh, he's been in some huge films. Heaven. He was in Heaven. He was also in something with Halle Berry, where she killed. Well, spoiler alert for anyone who figures out what it is, but she kills everyone and blames it on someone else.
Yeah. And
Giovanni Ribisi and her she's a reporter. He is a. I don't know what it was. It was good. He's in lots of great films. He's in a lot of supporting stuff. He was in
Avatar.
Well, of course he was in Avatar, but he didn't do much in that.
Well, he did a lot of fun.
He didn't do much.
He was in this cast in the movie.
He had a really good supporting role where he did one of his rougher characters in hang on, I've got the movie here. It's like One Time Job or something. Let me have a look.
I remember him being on Entourage with someone else, maybe with some. Was it with? I don't know what it was with, but they had a script, and he's like, "Yeah, we want you to read our script about a fireman. We want you to read. You gonna read our script or not, huh? You gonna read? I don't know. That's probably bad. That's more like Chief Pesci.
Yeah. One for the Money. That's a recent one he was in. I forget who the main character was. I think it was Mark Wahlberg actually. Mark Wahlberg. One for the Money. It was actually a pretty good film.
4 years older than me. Oh yeah, Saving Private Ryan, of course. The Brownies show is almost over.
Yeah.
Covering Giovanni Ribisi.
Yeah, I like that. He actually does that scene where he died in Saving Private Ryan. That was good. He did such a good job on that.
Oh, that's right. He was in Lost in Translation. He was the loser boyfriend. I can't believe Lost in Translation is almost a decade old. 9 years already. Wow. That scares me.
That was a brilliant film. See, they're just rolling off. But yeah, no, there's one that I want to mention that you won't have seen, and it's with Kate Blanchett, for anyone who is a Giovanni Ribisi.
Now, is it Kate Blanchett or is it Kate Blanchett? I don't know which one. I don't know. Anyway, go on.
I know. Isn't she Australian? We'd say Blanchett. But anyway, this film is called Heaven, and they both speak Italian in the film, so it's subtitles. I think there's a little bit of English. But there's one of the most brilliant Giovanni Ribisi films, and Kate Blanchett, but everything she touches turns to gold. But this film is stunning. It is absolutely beautiful.
He is in Ted. That's a reason to see it. He's in the new movie we're talking about.
Oh, there you go.
I'm trying to see. Well, in Boiler Room, he basically, you remember in Boiler Room, spoiler, he goes in there and he thinks it's a real place, and he learns it's kind of a scam, and then they catch him on tape, and then he has to, like, get out of there and work with the guy. And then he tells Vin Diesel, who's in there, who plays stockbroker, he's not kicking butt. He's just kind of, sir, sir. That's what, and so he's like, he warns Vin Diesel because he's friends with him, and he's like, and then Vin Diesel's like, what did you do, Seth? What did you do? You just had to keep your mouth shut. And then this is where he's like, no, man. They had taped conversations, man. They had taped conversations. They had recordings. They had, they had all that, man. There you go. There was my GM piece that everyone's been waiting for. It's been a pleasure, Ash, and I hope you continue to make
always a pleasure.
Scribbles. Can we get a close-up scribble so I can end on that picture?
You serious? All right, you can do
Not
that.
actually
No, because it's got the name on it now. I can't. It's got the name on it.
Isn't
I'm
there
sorry.
like one that we don't?
Oh, hang on. I can
know?
hide the name. I can hide the name.
Hide the name.
I can hide the name. I can hide the name. I can
All
hide
right.
the name.
I just want to see the crush thing. Okay, so it's scribblecrushes the hashtag. So people, and this is only for today. Let's plug this. So if people want their own scribble crush.
It's not going for long. People can do a search. I can't do millions of the things, but
Right.
I've got a few lined up. I can do them for a little while.
To fall up. All right. Well, that was
Spirit
cooking.
fingers. Spirit fingers.
Was cooking brownies with Jane Ellen and making scribbles with Ash, and I was the man in the middle, making it all go bang. See you tonight on the Plus Statement Show. Ash might be there. Mikowski might be in Tijuana. Holy Ted might show up if people like him this week. I like him every week. I don't understand. I don't know. That was my Walton Shatner. Well, Billy Shatner. I have no idea what impression I'm doing now. If you're still watching, the three of you, thank you so much. Peace, and by 3 I mean 3 million. And go plus one a cat. All right. Talk to you later.
Giovanni, catch ya.